You're listening to Dubstep and Dragons, a D&D 5e actual play podcast with a cyberpunk twist.
Hey, Norris.
What's up, buddy?
I knew it was coming.
So I was Alphonse as my character, Alphonse. I was really inspired to write a song for you.
You wrote a song for me, Alphonse?
Would you like to hear it?
Oh, you know I would.
I'm sure it's beautiful.
Okay, bear with me. I haven't practiced this,
I'm
so
ready.
we're going from
You don't
the hip.
need practice. You have this. You have the voice of an angel.
Oh, I love you. Norris, 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 Norris. I love you. Norris, 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 Norris. That's all I got.
God, you are fucking amazing.
That was gorgeous.
I love you,
I was
Alphonse.
really curious how far that was going to go.
I could have taken it really far, but I figured that's far enough.
It was great.
Like how far into this did he write?
That was great. You can't see it, but the side of the table on my side is slightly
It is elevated.
That's
isn't it?
impressive. This is
Whoa.
a heavy table.
Well,
Especially with all our shit on
Norris has heavy BDE right now. Heavy BDE.
Oh.
Dressed up as Tammy.
Hold on a second.
Tammy has a huge
Because
cock.
he still looks like Tammy.
BDE, is that
Big dick energy.
Oh,
What did you think it was?
I was thinking of
Bondage.
Never mind, I'm not going to say it. No, I'm going to say it. I thought you were saying BAD, baby arm dick.
Oh, no.
Okay.
It's very big and triumphant right now.
I mean, I guess it's the same result.
My arms are
Either
pretty
way.
gnarly.
Yeah, just that metal sheath.
I mean,
Okay,
he did
we're-
last 25 minutes.
We are moving on. My name is Matthew, and I will be your game master.
My name is Dan. I'll be playing Alphonse. Does anyone have a bottle opener?
Yeah, it's out.
Here, I've got a.
Of course he does.
She's Mr. Utilitarian.
Safety first. I don't want to poke my eye out.
You'll put your eye out, kid.
You're poke your eye out, kid.
Nat 20.
Right in my dice box. Oh, you're good.
I'm Luke. I'll be playing Ash.
I'm Bo. I'll be playing BDE Norris.
Previously on Dubstep and Dragons, the party made my brain explode and put themselves in positions of power with the Crimson Cross Brotherhood.
You're welcome.
I went home that night and I just laid there staring at the ceiling. Like, how the fuck do I plan for this?
Can't plan.
I
Can't
didn't.
plan for us.
I didn't. I just came up with NPCs and said, "Fuck it, we're gonna we're just gonna go." And so, you guys are standing in the top floor of One Kansas City Plaza. You are stuffing body parts of the recently dismembered Karbon Kross
You're welcome.
into his own bag. Which is extra fucked up.
Works out great for us. I don't know why you're saying it's fucked up.
So true.
You stole his goods, you stole his identity, and you are currently alone in his penthouse.
We should probably check for identifying marks on that guy.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. That way we can replicate them if needed.
So you're saying I should stop stuffing body parts in the bag?
But no, we should just save them for a later point in time where we can analyze.
Well, why do you think I dismembered him?
Good point, Norris.
You guys can give an investigation check and see what you see.
Well, Norris
And
rolled a
basically what
7.
this is going to do is just make it a little easier for him to disguise himself.
Him being Ash.
Ash, yes, sorry.
I had a 21.
Excellent. So, anybody beat 21?
Nope.
I tied with 21.
Excellent. Okay.
I'm piggybacking off of it.
So,
Average.
so with
Average is nice.
with Karbon, the first thing that you're obviously going to notice is he has almost no human flesh left. He has a little bit of synthetic skin, on his hands. And you guys would know that it's really common to cover up, to get the synthetic skin over the metallic hands, because just having the metallic hands makes it really difficult to grip anything, and it makes it difficult for like sensory perception. So a lot of people will pay the extra to get the synthetic flesh over their metallic hands, and that's about it. The rest of his outside is primarily servos and rods and plates of metal, and like he was about 90% cybernetic. It was really his brain, his heart, and other internal organs.
It's like 4% fleshlight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, roughly.
Okay.
He is very, very heavily modified.
Well, that shouldn't be hard to impersonate.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy.
So you get the idea that you're gonna want to wear a lot of like long sleeve shirts and pants, and because you don't have a metallic chest and arms and such. So Ash is going to want to wear a lot of clothing that's going to cover a majority of his body, because then the only thing visible is face and hands. And that will definitely help keep the
We're gonna have to make
appearance.
a stop at the suit store. We're gonna have a montage.
montage.
Hey, Ash, can you please remind me of what happened at the suit store last time?
Well, last time I went in to just get changed and get out of more recognizable clothing, but they recognized me there. And gave me everything for free because my bits were declined.
Because you had a tracker in your outfit.
Idiot.
Exactly.
Maybe you should find a new suit store.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay.
Probably not a bad idea.
Okay.
Give me, Ash, a history check. Oh, I rolled something on accident. Don't know why.
That is a 9.
A 9. You don't know where you may have picked it up, but you're pretty sure it wasn't at the suit store. But you're not sure.
Okay. Well, knowing I don't know where the tracker came from,
Yeah, it doesn't really change anything.
but who knows? But, yeah. We'll have to be a little bit more inconspicuous. Maybe we'll find out where Karbon goes. Maybe he has a custom tailor.
Ash, we have Marco.
That's true. Does Marco do
hey,
tailoring?
look, Marco really took care of us for this little heist here, so we can't be going and turning our back on us.
No, but I don't think he wants to be coming here because I have a feeling we're going to be laying low here from right now on, right?
That brings me to my next point. Maybe we should look for like a safe or, something that holds some credits. That way we can really show Marco how much we appreciate him.
I like that idea. We need to rebuild his shop. We did kind of destroy it. Well, we didn't, but people looking for us did.
Well, I think yes, but we also need to look for a computer. I would like to look at a computer to see what kind of information I can pull up on who has what and what did who.
I like that idea.
Well, Alphonse, how about this? How about you look for a computer? Me and Ash will go look for like a safe or something.
Fantastic.
And then once you find a computer, you can just holler at us.
Roger.
Dodger.
Should we signal D and Rain to come over? Well,
No.
Nope.
no,
Nope.
just have them stay.
No,
Okay.
they need to be as far away from us as possible.
And before that, we should probably make sure we are back to who we came up as.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
I don't.
these two never changed. Ash and Norris never changed. We
I
had
fought in a dress the whole time.
yeah, we had
Nice.
Trailer Park Tammy
Love you, babe.
with flaming arms.
That's
and then
right.
we had Karbon fighting Karbon.
I figured since I got knocked down, I'm not who I started as.
Yeah, you would be the only one who is who is who is looking like himself.
All right.
Everybody else is still looking like they're disguised.
But you're saying
So
we should
trashy
go
and
back
sexy, baby.
I should
You
go
go
back.
back.
I should go back to Rain.
to Rain? Oh, okay.
What do I have to do to go back to Rain?
You don't have to do anything.
Fantastic.
It's just an action. It's disguise self. It makes you look. It's basically projecting an illusion, like a hologram, over you, and it follows all your movements and everything. It's like really, really good CGI.
Do I have to clean myself up? Does the blood cause issues because I got beat to shit so bad?
So no,
Oh, okay,
you
cool.
can make yourself look just right as rain.
Oh, fantastic.
yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you could be like with Norris when he lit up his arms, it just looked like Tammy was on fire. Like you didn't see the metal arms expanding and venting out the cracks. You just saw Tammy on fire.
Spectacle testicles. Wallet
Wallet
and
and
watch.
Oh, that's so true.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
And you can in the middle of a fight, if you choose, you can make your illusory outside look fucked up if you want to, but otherwise you can just you would essentially stay looking the same in spite of how fucked up you get.
Got it.
So you put back up the facade of Rain.
Yep.
Okay.
OG Rain from the train, similar out where she had that
Like that silver jumpsuit.
jumpsuit.
Okay.
Yep.
Easy enough.
Yep. And then
Maybe make it look like you have a jacket on because if somebody touches you, they can feel like they can feel that your body doesn't match your outward visage.
okay.
So your disguise doesn't stand up to physical inspection.
Okay.
But the closer you can make yourself to the projection, so like you get it from your jacket. So if you can keep your illusory Rain wearing a jacket, it makes it more convincing.
Fantastic. That's what I'm going for.
Perfect. Okay. And you wanted to look for a computer?
Yes.
So there's a ton of computers because there's a ton of offices. Give me an investigation check. You're gonna find a computer that will do what you want it to do. It just the worse you roll, the longer it takes.
Of course. The 21 is no longer in existence. It's now a 12.
Okay. With a 12, you start checking all these offices because if you remember that main room that you guys are in, there's 3 floors on each side, and those are all offices. You inspect those. You see like pictures of family members that aren't Karbon, and it's very obvious that these aren't his offices. And you go through and you log into some of the computers. You figure out their passwords, and it takes you a while. But most of these offices up here aren't giving you the clearance you're looking for. So after going through and realizing that these are all just like employees, like you have like his finance manager, and you have people like that in these offices. After about an hour and a half of going through these different computers and trying to find the information you want, you realize that his office is probably down on the 39th floor with the living spaces. And it wouldn't take you long once you get down there to find his office. It's basically one corner of the 39th floor. It's this nice big it feels like a gentleman's study.
Ooh.
It's very nice.
Is there mahogany?
Absolutely.
Oh,
that's exactly where I was getting to. It's mahogany and leather bound books.
Ooh.
and
What
it's a lot of things that
God, my dream office.
it's a lot of things that
Oh,
would
shit.
be rare in this day and age because so many things were destroyed. And a lot of people were, they needed firewood because the power grid was down for a little bit. So they were just chopping up furniture. And so a lot of the stuff that's in this office is rare and hard to find and very, very expensive.
I know I'm looking for a computer to hack, but can I do a luck check to see if he has like a real bottle of whiskey?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. This is like the lowest DC ever.
Well, I got a 19. So.
Yeah, he's got
How many bottles?
He's
You
got
found
a
it.
he's got a liquor cabinet. You go over to the wall, and it's this beautiful bookshelf, and you're going through, and you're checking out the books, and you've recently had a traumatic experience with a library and the Dewey Decimal System, so you're very excited to see that these are just in alphabetical order by author. It's very well organized.
Nice.
But you're going through and you're I've heard about this book, but I've never read it, and you pull one out, and the whole bookcase and slides to the side.
Is it a book about breweries and brewing beer?
It absolutely is. Yeah, it's the Idiot's Guide to brewing your own beer.
Oh, I'm putting that in my pocket.
Perfect. You open it up, and it is a veritable cornucopia of different liquors. You have, fine whiskeys. You have scotch. You have vodka. He has anything he's been able to get his hands on, and many of them are still like sealed and in these like little display areas, and some of it is very, very old.
At this point, is the rest of the crew with me?
No, because they were searching for other things.
Other things. Okay, cool.
So you were all by yourself.
Mr. Lonely. I'm so lonely.
So you have this beautiful office with a nice bar, fully stocked. And then there's a decanter with a crystal decanter sitting on the bottom.
So I'm going to pour myself a glass of that.
You pour it out, and
I'm so jealous.
It is the smoothest scotch. You haven't had scotch in years, and this is some primo, like pre-World War III. Like this stuff's like 50 plus years old bottle of scotch.
Oh my gosh. Next I want to...
I'm sorry about the sniffles. My allergies get so bad.
Get it together, Mr. DM.
I'm really trying.
I also want to find... I'm guessing Marco would like some sort of... I don't know if he likes tequila or if he likes vodka, but I think either real one would be fascinating for him.
Well, I do remember you guys had this conversation, and he loves both equally.
Fantastic.
And then he admitted to, I think he said he would drink too much and start mixing them together. I believe is what he said.
An infinity bottle of tequila and vodka.
I'd like to just grab a bottle of that and a bottle of whiskey and then close the study back up.
Easy. While he's enjoying his liquor, what are you boys wanting to look for?
I was gonna start looking in his living quarters for the safe
Yeah, we're going to look for a safe.
Okay.
and a suit that'll fit.
Give me investigation checks, or one person can roll with advantage. Well, you already rolled. So
You can roll with
what'd you
advantage.
get? No, you can't, because you already rolled.
Well, I thought you said one person can roll
Yeah,
with advantage.
but you already rolled.
Oh, well, I like to roll.
So you're rolling.
You each rolled. What'd you roll the first
I
time?
rolled a 6.
Okay, so you don't find shit.
I rolled a 21.
Okay,
So
we'll go off of his.
I'm piggybacking. That's the story of Norris's night. I'm a fucking piggybacker. I'm just a mooch.
If you've already rolled, you can't give somebody else the help action.
That's fair.
So it takes you very little time. You know that all these up here are offices, so you immediately go down to the
Yep.
39th floor. Most of this floor is living spaces. You have 3 large bedrooms. 2 of them appear to be like guest bedrooms, or Maybe some of his employees would crash there if they need to, stuff like that. And then you find one right next to his office where Alphonse is at. You find this one grand room. It's very well decorated, similar to the office. It's a lot of woods. In this world, wood is so valuable that it's like flashing diamonds. It's I have this piece of platinum jewelry. It's a real flex. So he uses a lot of wood furniture and stuff like that.
I like this guy. I'm gonna love impersonating him.
The safe. And so you go around and you're checking behind picture frames. You're just kind of checking everywhere. And you check under the bed, and the bed is like a platform bed, so it goes straight to the floor. And you're looking around because you would get the idea that if there's a platform bed, there's an empty space underneath. You look around, and in his nightstand you find a button.
Okay.
When you push the button, the bed tilts up at a 45-degree angle, revealing a staircase underneath it, going down to the 38th floor.
I go down the staircase.
Okay. Soon as you step on the first step, the lights turn on in this it's like a 20 by 20 room on the 38th floor under his bedroom. When you walk in, you see a lot of art pieces. You can tell that it's things that he finds a lot of value in. You would find some personal items of his that he's held on to all these years. You would find like some weapons, not necessarily any of them more powerful than anything you guys have, but an assortment of weapons, guns, stuff like that. And then in the corner, you find a safe built into the wall. It's about a 2 foot by 3 foot. Looks like a very well made safe.
I'm not efficient in getting into it. Can I inspect the safe to see if there's is it like a tumble lock safe or more mechanic?
Give me an investigation
electronic
check.
Ooh, that's not bad. 13.
So you see a number pad and a camera.
Okay. This is a little out of my expertise range, so I'm gonna go find Alphonse.
Okay. And actually, this would probably coincide time-wise really nicely with you coming downstairs to look for his office down there. So you could probably time it so that while he's in the office looking around, you would come across him.
Okay. We don't have any comm system set up right now, do we?
No.
So I go looking for him.
Well, you guys are in rooms right next to each other.
Well, is
you
there a
probably
door between?
Yeah, you probably
So
would
I
have
go-
heard him in
yeah.
there messing with things, and yeah.
So I peek my head in the door and say, "Hey, Alphonse."
Yo!
Whoa. What do you got there?
Real alcohol.
No way.
You're right, I'm lying.
Awesome. Do you want to come look at something? I found the safe, but it's a little out of my expertise. Would you want to come take a look?
What do you know about the safe?
Well, it's got a keypad and a camera that points right at us. It looks more electrical than mechanical safe. So more new school. Kind of your expertise.
Like we need eyeballs to get into this thing?
Possibly, or facial recognition. I'm not 100% sure yet.
How bad did you guys fuck up his face?
Well, not bad, but I can transform my face into his
Oh,
face.
okay. Yeah,
So-
let's go check it out.
Okay.
I have my brewery.
Norris is just standing down in the safe in awe at all the goodies.
just staring at it.
Yeah.
I imagine you like going through his shit like you have like a Da Vinci painting and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
I'm just like chucking it
literally
over your
just-
shoulder.
I'm literally just looking at all this stuff like, why does this motherfucker have all this random useless shit hanging out in a room underneath his bed that is bigger than my trailer that I came from in Georgia?
Well, you were a professor. You would have made good money. You wouldn't have lived in a trailer.
I lived in a trailer in the mountains.
Wow. All
I
right.
lived well below my means so that
Gotcha.
I could have fun.
Oh, were you one of the people that like buried cash inside
I had
of
a
coffee
bunker.
cans?
I had a bunker.
Oh,
my bunker
excellent.
was nicer than my trailer, but I lived in the trailer. My bunker was just for
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
110%.
Yeah, definitely logic based. Absolutely.
I hope Alphonse overheard this conversation.
There was no conversation. This is just in my head.
Oh,
Like, this is what I'm like
okay.
thinking. This is what I'm thinking. I'm like, whoa.
As he's chucking priceless
Yeah.
items.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Ash
you know,
goes upstairs, and I'm just
Important
like, why?
bits of human history.
Yeah.
Just
Why does this motherfucker have all this shit? This is retarded, and I'm just chucking it.
I come walking back down the steps. Norris, don't throw away the good stuff.
Good stuff. What are you talking about? This motherfucker got all kinds of paintings and shit.
Well, they're really rare paintings, Norris.
I don't see no credits attached to them.
There's
When you-
more credits attached to
when
them
you
than
when
you
you
can
flip
imagine.
over the painting on the back of the frame, just like attached to the frame, it has a certificate of authenticity, and they've estimated the price at 16 billion credits.
Well, I only ruined one of them. I just rolled a d4 to see how many I ruined, and I only ruined one.
Yeah, the one that you destroyed was the
Was
one that
it?
you found that certificate of authenticity on.
Well, boys, seems I made a mistake.
Yeah,
I'm just going to stop
Starry
touching
Night
stuff.
is now impaled on his childhood play sword in the corner. It's just totally destroyed.
Is the Mona Lisa sitting there?
No,
Is
Mona
King
Lisa.
Arthur's sword what impaled the...
Wait, Excalibur?
Excalibur!
No shit, Excalibur popped into my head while I was, and then I was like, wait, that's not real.
It
Or
could be.
is it?
It's just
Yeah,
because it's never been found
it very
doesn't mean
well
it's
could
not
be.
real.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, absolutely.
How fucked up is Alphonse? Can he make it down the stairs without getting hurt?
I mean, you're in rough shape, but you've been worse.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're walking, but you're
Stumbling.
actually, at this point, Medbot would have been like following you around, just like injecting you with stims, just like, please stop moving.
Yeah.
This would be much easier. just following you
You're
around.
killing my boss, Medbot.
Yes,
Stop.
just following you around, just prodding you.
Let me enjoy this whiskey. Stop.
You're all stem right now.
and yeah, and he's like spraying you with this healing spray to like keep you from bleeding everywhere, and he's just following you around.
Okay.
That's why it took you so long to find this place. He was distracting you a lot.
That bastard.
Yeah. So do you make your way down to the safe, or do you go to the computer?
I'll get sidetracked at this point and go to the safe.
Okay. You go down to the safe, and for you, like, this is definitely a fine piece of work, but it's nothing that you can't get into given enough time.
All right, boys, I got this first crack. Don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah, he's a little drunk. I forgot.
Drunk? What do you mean he's drunk?
Give me
I'm not even going to tell you what he found
give
because
me
I
a
know
give
what
me
you
a
would do
tech
with it.
check to see how much you know about this.
I'm gonna have a
If
little.
you want me to
side-
add my modifier to it, it was a nat 1.
No, you don't know shit. The alcohol. It's been a while since you've had real alcohol, and so it's hitting you real hard, real fast. And you look at this thing, and your fingers are hovering over the keypad, and you're considering just like picking numbers.
I got an idea. I've got an idea how to open this, guys. Hold on a second.
Do, 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 do,
Oh God! Yeah, wait, just stop.
Is that how far you make it in?
Yeah.
The safe lock. You hear the safe, and it has like extra security lock. So I was like, if he punches in a 4-digit code 2 times, this extra set of locks is gonna go.
No problem.
So
How about we
as your-
attend to this when you're
as you're
in
You're not my
better
mom.
shape?
Mr. DM.
as you're making this beautiful music, you make it harder on yourself.
While they're talking, can I make a sleight of hand to see what I find in Alphonse's pocket?
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand.
Since Ash won't tell me what he found, I want to know why he's drunk.
You brought the whiskey with you, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Are you hiding it, or is
Oh,
it just under
shit.
your arm?
Just under my arm.
Okay.
That's a 24.
You very clearly see under his arm 2 bottles of booze.
I was Jack Sparrowing that stuff.
just do I got a job to it. I just grab a bottle of whiskey.
Just don't take the vodka. That's for Marco.
I actually grab the vodka first, but then I swap it out because I respect Marco.
Okay. Okay.
And I
So,
just take
so
a
you're
swig.
left with just the bottle of vodka under your arm, and you have.
I just take a swig. I don't like guzzle it. I just take a swig.
Okay. Yeah. If you're just taking a swig, then we'll.
And I look at Ash like, you fucker. You weren't going to tell me about he found this?
no, because I didn't want you to drink it all.
I'm not going to drink it all.
Bullshit.
I just wanted a little sip.
Listen,
Little taste.
listen, Norris.
We
You're already
did-
breaking shit down here.
We deserve a drink after what we just went through. I'm dressed up as a woman.
That's your own choice.
I mean, you're right. I did enjoy it, but I enjoy this whiskey too.
And just for the record, so you guys later aren't wondering where the fuck Arcos is. Arcos is sleeping because he is wrecked. He's been. You could see.
We found one
probably
of the
send
guest
med
beds.
bod up
You
there.
could see that he's been tortured for a while. Like basically the whole time he's been here, they've just been beating the shit out of him and keeping him just alive enough to use him as bait. And so he's gonna go sleep it off.
He's going to go take a long rest.
Yeah, exactly.
I look at Norris and Ash and I go, all right, who has the head? Let me see the head and give me another pull of that whiskey.
Oh, so Norris would just raise his hand. I've got the bag. His head's in the
I
bag.
thought you gave the bag to me.
Well, I don't remember. There was a lot that happened. Do you have my bag?
I believe I have the bag because it's
Oh,
part of the ensemble of Karbon Kross.
Carbon didn't come back with the bag, though.
That's right. I don't need the head. And I want to make, let's see. Would that be an athletics check to shove his face in front of that fucking camera on the safe?
Oh my god!
if you're trying to
Yeah.
if you're just no tact,
No
yeah,
tact.
it would be opposed athletics.
Cool.
Do I have to do anything or?
You can use athletics or acrobatics. I have a feeling I know which one you're gonna pick.
Ooh, he might win this.
What is it? Athletics?
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, you beat me.
So he's much stronger than you, but you have almost that drunk confidence.
You caught me off guard.
And you just no warning, no hesitation, no nothing. You just spin around, grab him by the back of the head, and shove his face up to the camera.
Fantastic.
I just look at Alphonse. What the fuck are you doing?
Give me another.
Dude.
Give me another athletics check just to see if you stop before he smashes into the safe.
The second athletics check is a 19.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you're able to stop your hand from just shoving him into the safe.
Hold on, there's another nat 1 coming.
And so yeah, You just hold him there for a second. Nothing happens.
Okay, can I hit buttons on the safe again?
Yes.
No, don't hit the buttons.
Oh.
15.
So as soon as you start hitting buttons, it's just bam, bam. It went from that nice like that nice pleasant tone of dialing a phone to every button you hit is just bam, bam.
Hey, Alphonse, as I'm like struggling against him, why don't we get into his computer? Maybe the password or something is in there.
I'd like to throw Ash's face into the safe now.
Make an unarmed attack.
14.
That does not beat his AC. so you
Yeah, doesn't get any better than that.
you feel him like now you're down there. You're like, okay, he's just being a drunk asshole. And then you feel him like give a little shove to the back of your head, and you just like tense up. You're like, no.
Fuck you, Ash. You figured this out. And I walk out of the room. Back
Hey.
up the stairs.
Okay.
He's a mean drunk.
You go upstairs. I'm assuming you go back to find a computer. Okay. So you go back to the study, and you sit at his desk, and it's very. We're gonna go off of your earlier investigation check whenever you were actually investigating this place, which was 21. And you sit down at his desk, and you see this slot where it's very clear that a monitor is going to come up out of the desk. It's this beautiful wooden desk, got like some gold inlay and stuff like that. It's very, very fancy. And you start feeling around. You're sure there's got to be a button or something to bring the screen up, and you eventually find it just fiddling around in the top drawer and stuff like that, because the drawers aren't locked. There's nothing of real value in the drawers. It's like office supplies and stuff like that. He's got like a pistol in there. Things you would expect, nothing crazy. And you do find the button to pop the screen up. And
Cool.
the computer turns on automatically. You have a Karbon Kross's computer terminal sitting in front of you. What do you do?
Welcome, Karbon. What's the password?
Give me a tech check. See how well you can.
19.
19. So you plug. I'm imagining you plug yourself into this thing because you don't know his password.
I kind of picture myself like rubbing my hand on top of the computer screen, really just getting. At this point, I've had enough to drink where I'm getting kind of sensual with this
Just
computer monitor.
getting a little handsy.
Just loving.
I've
all
worked
this.
my way back up and just kind of watching him. Like, oh my god!
I'm like, and I kind of whisper because it's in Rain's voice. What I would picture Rain's voice because we've only heard it via digital. Shh, it's okay.
And it's a very elegant setup that he's got. You know, it's this widescreen monitor that pops up. It kind of wraps around you, and it's a beautiful setup. And then just holographic keys are displayed on the wood top, and it's more style than anything.
Awesome.
But it's also, just from what you gather, it rivals like Arcos's computer at his hideout, his big crazy computer
Okay.
that he had.
Yeah. I'll plug myself in and start getting to work.
So you get in there, and with a 19, it takes you a while to, you got to go in and you got to try all these different. You have a program running in the background trying to figure out what his password is, and it goes through. It essentially like goes in and looks for keywords from his life.
Ooh.
And you have this very advanced program that actually tries to take that person and figure out what their password would be.
So I would enhance that. Can I add a bit of description? Do you mind?
Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah.
So what it would probably do in addition to that, because you're saying it takes pieces of their life, it takes average words they do, so consistent punches, and takes that into an algorithm and says X amount of keys are used frequent in a certain amount of frequency.
Yeah.
So then,
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, and it goes through like interviews that he's done.
Ooh.
And it goes through it basically you've made this program that can take all available like public information about a person, and the algorithm goes through and tries to find keywords that they would be likely to use as a password.
Can I please name this program real quick?
Oh, 100%.
I want to call this program White Pony.
White
Oh,
Pony.
I love that. That's so good.
Okay.
I'll make a note of that, Mr. DM.
Wonderful. So White Pony goes and does its thing. This is part of what you got arrested for when you got in trouble with NATO. This was something that you developed, and it's how you hacked into NATO systems. You would just pick NATO employees or corporate employees and take all of their public information and use that to hack into their systems. And after it, I mean, it takes several hours for this thing running, and the algorithm trying to figure out what he would use and trying different variations. And it keeps trying to lock you out because of incorrect passwords. Kind of like his safe was set up, but your program goes through and bypasses that and just keeps running for hours. What do you want to do in the meantime?
I am just going to throw the hands on the back of my head and spin around in the beautiful chair I'm sitting in
Okay.
and admire the room and maybe bullshit with my team.
Perfect. Yeah, so yeah, you guys have several hours to kill. You would be aware that there is a chance that people could be like this place is like a revolving door. When you guys showed up, there was 6 people just sitting there casually eating. Just something to be cognizant of.
Waiting to eat.
Yeah.
Oh, Tammy.
So Alphonse is basically tied to a desk because he's plugged into this computer. What do you guys want to do while?
Well, Norris is still downstairs.
Yeah.
I didn't come up with Ash whenever he went to go check on Alphonse.
Well, you guys are all on the 39th floor. You guys are the floor that you guys entered his penthouse on.
I think he was talking from the
No,
safe.
I'm
Oh,
still
you're-
down at
you're
the
still
safe.
down in the
I'm
safe.
Still, I'm
Okay.
still under the bed.
Okay, my bad.
So, outside of game, who actually does still have the bag? Did I give the bag to...
So
I'm
Ash,
pretty sure I have it.
yeah, Ash had the bag to complete his ensemble.
Oh, damn. All right, well, then I guess we'll go upstairs.
Were you gonna just start stuffing things in the bag?
I was just going to pluck an eyeball out and see what happened. So I'll go find Ash.
Okay, so you go back upstairs, and I'm sure you'd be easy to find.
And so I would walk up to Ash and be like, hey, what are you
Yo.
doing?
Well, waiting for Alphonse. Nothing much though. Why?
Well, why don't we keep working on the...
I like that
Safe.
idea. Let's go back down. You cool up here, Alphonse?
NATO shark doot doot doot.
Yeah, he's okay. Let's go.
I just look at Ash
Hey,
and be like,
wait.
maybe we should keep this bottle of whiskey with us.
I like that idea. But just hang on. Alphonse, if anyone comes in and asks, you're IT support.
I'm Rain.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You're helping with the computers.
Oh.
You're doing update. You're doing IT things.
Oh. Okay.
If anyone asks, it
Okay.
comes in. Okay? Cool.
Okay.
Good talk.
And
Let's
if
go
you
to
get in a
decision.
real
Should I
pickle...
give them an ooh? You think
do-
that'll work?
and I just yell at Alphonse. And if you get in a real pickle, just yell, you need help.
So you guys go down to the safe room.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. I don't know what he's gonna do. I'm gonna start inspecting the paintings, the artifacts,
Okay.
all the weapons.
Give me a history check. We'll see how much of it you would maybe recognize.
That is a 19.
Okay, with a 19, you recognize a lot of the. I mean, there's sculptures down there. There's paintings. There's, and you, in most of this penthouse, like there's a lot of art on display. So you get the feeling that this is probably the stuff that's a bit more valuable than he wants to put in front of a bunch of crooks that work for him. You could gather when you walked in that most of the people that work for him come from humble beginnings, and most of them are likely opportunists. So this is the stuff that's a bit more valuable. I'm not going to start listing off famous paintings, but
Okay.
it's a lot of expensive shit that's very pretty.
Mr. DM, can
Yes.
I make a history check to see if I know the year of the majority of these paintings?
The year?
Yeah, like
They're
Like-
fucking old.
the decade, like are they like 1990s?
they
Are they like
range-
1875?
They range from like Renaissance on up.
But there's not a collective. Like he wasn't a collector of like the Renaissance period.
No,
or
this
the-
is you. Give me an insight check.
It's not good. 6.
6. Yeah, you don't gain anything from it. It's
That's fair.
it looks like he was just collecting random things that he thought was pretty.
Okay. Well, there goes my theory.
So after you guys are just kind of rummaging through and making yourselves at home, you hear a loud knock at the door. And it's security? Mr. Kross? Is everything okay in there?
I hear.
Do we hear it from
Yeah,
down
do I
in
hear
the
it?
safe
Yeah,
room?
yeah,
Okay.
it's plenty loud. And this place, it's very echoey.
I'll just look at Ash and be like, dude, you need to go up there.
Just stay here, and I run up and
Okay.
to the door, and I like crack the door and go, hey, yes, yes.
Mr. Kross, we got reports with everything going on downstairs. We got reports that there was gunfire and shattering glass.
It
and-
was just residuals from downstairs. I don't think it was much from up here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, everything's handled and under control.
We have reports that the large sheet of glass next to the tree has been broken.
Yeah, that was me. I was getting a little frustrated with everything and let one of my rounds go.
Make a deception check.
Just let it go.
Let it go. Roll insight.
11.
Oh, you might have beat him. Let me bring up. I have a. What'd you roll?
11.
He rolled a 10. So he's. Well, I can send maintenance up to take measurements and we can get you set up with some glasses as soon as possible.
That would be wonderful. Yeah, just whenever. Give me about 20 minutes.
Very good. I'll have somebody up here in 20 minutes to
Okay.
start taking measurements and see if there's any other damage that needs repaired with it.
Sounds great.
Excellent. Thank you. We'll see you shortly.
Yep.
And you see behind this security guard, there's this massive metallic, probably 9-10 foot tall sentinel robot behind him, and this thing looks ready for fucking war. And it's just it's just standing. It's not standing in any specifically imposing way. It's just there as essentially backup to this security guard.
Okay.
And you hear it clanking on the floor as they walk over to the elevator and down.
I shut and lock the door and run back in to the office and go, hey, Alphonse,
Yo.
maintenance is going to come up and look at the windows and stuff, but just kind of stay here. I don't know how much longer you got on your program.
I don't either. How long did you give us?
20 minutes? Which, is, if you're just working, just make it look like you're working.
Oh.
It's just maintenance.
Okay.
I'll keep them out of here to make sure they don't come in here. They're not
Yeah.
coming in here. They're just going upstairs where
Yeah.
we broke the window.
Yeah. 20 minutes, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're fine.
We've already taken... You know what? Never mind.
You're good.
I'm drunk.
I'll keep
Whatever.
you
So,
out of it.
so at this point, you guys, you're a couple hours in. Like you've really just started your program to get into this computer. You got a while.
Yeah.
Like you guys are probably gonna end up like being
Norris,
here
you're
into the night.
still under the in the safe bed, right?
Yeah, I'm still down at the safe.
I'm like, hey, Norris, stay here for a bit. And I go over to the nightstand and shut and click the button.
Hey, what the fuck?
Whew.
Right. So
I would run upstairs immediately as I see the bed coming down, and I'm just banging on the bed. That's not funny.
Hey.
are you trying to bust out?
No, I'm just trying to get attention.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
8.
So he closes this thing on you. You are currently pumped up on steroids.
That's
And all you know is you just got locked in a room.
yeah. That's fair. I wouldn't be too happy about that, actually. To be
Let it
honest.
go.
How-
Let it go.
Think about it for a second. How would Norris react to being locked inside of a small room?
Well, it's bigger than my trailer, I said. So, I mean, I feel like staying true to Norris's character, he'd be more upset that his crew just locked him into the room rather than being confined to a space.
I'm yelling at you at this point. Just stay here. We have some people coming in, so be quiet.
What's that got to do with me?
Just stay put. I just need you to be quiet.
You could have at least given me like some cards or something.
Sorry. Play
I
with
ju-
one
I
of the
just-
toys down there. There's plenty of weapons down there.
I just like hit the bed one more time.
Give me a strength check.
I'm gonna bust this fucking bed apart on this.
I hope
Nat
not.
20, here we come. No, that's not it at all.
Just add your strength modifier to it.
Oh, and actually, by now your strength would have gone back to normal.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can. So it would just be +5 for strength.
but my strength's still reflecting. Oh,
Yeah, you here. I can go through and correct that real quick.
yeah, correct it real quick.
Oh no, that's not what I want.
Because I'm still showing my strength.
Yeah.
My strength.
1 second. Delete modifier. All right. Strength
I
is
was-
back to normal. You'll have to refresh, but yeah, you're back to a +5 rather than a +9.
I'm still at a 20. 12.
Okay, you hit it and you crack the bed frame, but you don't do any damage that would be visible from the outside.
Cool. And I'm just like poutedly stomping down the stairs like a toddler.
Just being a big baby.
Yeah.
I'm also
I'm
gonna
not
go
happy about it at all.
Try to find a suit, one of Karbon's suits.
Okay.
But before he does that, I also take another shot of whiskey.
Okay.
It's your fault, Ash.
Well, you got
That's-
whiskey now.
That's pretty easy. There's a you can clearly see the closet. It's a large walk-in closet, and in there's an assortment of suits, ranging from any color, any event, anything you can imagine is basically in there.
I find just a black suit for now.
Okay, so you're gonna be at a little bit of a disadvantage because he was 5'10", if I remember correctly,
And I'm 16.
and you're 6'2", so everything's going to fit a bit snug. And he was a pretty wiry guy. He wasn't as physically large as you, so everything in here is pretty snug, and it's high waters. So depending on how
Awesome.
visible you are, it may make deception checks a bit more difficult. Essentially, I'm going to have you do flat rolls, and they're going to roll insight with advantage.
Oh god, great.
Either that, or I can give you disadvantage and them a flat roll.
Whatever works for you.
It's either way.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
It's just maintenance anyways.
And after about 20 minutes, the maintenance person comes up. You hear the knock at the door. They announce themselves. You go let them in?
Yeah, I go let them in and just show them upstairs.
Okay.
Get them away from these two.
Okay. So when you take them upstairs, you take them up the spiral staircase. And when they get to the top, the first thing they see is the big shattered window and glass all over the floor. And then they start Here, let me give a perception check for this guy.
I forgot about
That is a natural 19. He has plus nothing. I just flat 10s. He sees bullet holes all over the walls, some of them from a very high caliber rifle. There's there's smaller caliber rifle or pistol rounds all over the walls, shattered glass windows going into the offices. There's blood and hydraulic fluid covering the floor. And he walks up, he's is it the misfire, right? You were
Yeah.
cleaning your pistol.
I was just waving it around a little angrily. It was heated discussion on the phone about one of the prisoners we had.
Oh, yeah. Well,
How about you just do your
yeah,
job?
I'm just gonna take some measurements. Make an intimidation check.
Yes. You want me to add my modifier to?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, that's 22.
yeah. He's fucking scared. He's looking around. He knows who Karbon Kross is. He sees bullet holes and blood and everything everywhere. He doesn't give a shit about your high water pants. he's just, yeah. Would you like me to send some cleaning bots up or something? Just
Yes, send the cleaning bots up if you wouldn't mind.
yeah, absolutely. Any radios? Can I get some? I need 2 or 3 maintenance bots on the 40th floor. Thank you. And he just goes right back to like no eye contact with you. Like this guy is shaking.
I'm just kind of walking, keeping my eye on him.
Okay, yeah, he's just measuring window. He gets all his stuff. Yeah, I'll get the crew in here. Get some glass in soon as possible. And you can see that he is like nervously trying to get the fuck out of there.
Appreciate
Yeah,
the time frame.
he's already like halfway down the stairs. Like, Like all he needed to see was multiple different caliber bullet holes and blood, and he couldn't get out of there fast enough. Like you're not even sure if his measurements are going to be accurate because he was shaking while he was doing it.
Excellent.
And a little while later, there's just an automated door that opens up down in the kitchen, and those bots that were there whenever you came in, one of them was a cleaning bot, and it comes in, and then a bot that you don't recognize comes in with it, and they go up and start cleaning the place and patching holes.
Excellent. I walked back down.
When you said 20 minutes, I was like, damn, they gonna do some quick cleaning. Nope.
So I walk back downstairs so it doesn't look like I'm in such a hurry. Walk back into the bedroom where Norris is underneath. And I walk in, I shut the door behind me and lock it. And I walk over, hit the button in the nightstand and open the safe door. Okay, it's good now.
And Norris is just sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor, just staring at this safe. And I look up at Ash and I go, well, I don't want to come up now.
You can stay here.
Well, why don't you come down here and we can finish what we started?
I'll get to it.
That's it. I'm not moving.
Okay. And I walk over to check on Alphonse.
Okay. Yeah, you go over. You're still connected. Like I said, this is probably going to go into the evening. Your program is amazing, but it's not instant. Usually, depending on the how complex the password is, it'll take you anywhere between 4 and 10 hours, unless you get real lucky.
Are you calling for a luck check?
I tell you what, go ahead. Go ahead and roll me 2 d10s and tell me the higher of the two numbers.
The higher of the two is 9.
Okay. So it's going to take you 9 hours. So this is a pretty advanced password. Like you're respecting the system. Like this guy has put some money into his whole setup, and he's got a lot of shit that you have to get through in order to get into his computer.
Ash, this is your fault.
How is it my fault?
You were running the company that fucking made all this shit happen.
I'm sorry.
Now I'm stuck here for God knows how long.
How long have we been at it so far?
20 minutes.
Yeah, not long. You guys are probably, because the person has already come to measure everything with everything. You're probably about an hour in.
An hour in.
Holy crap! That's after even when we got done battling and everything. Like,
so he's an hour into running his program. It's been several hours since the combat.
oh, okay.
Yeah. But he had the time that it took for him to go through all the other offices trying to find this particular office and stuff like that. So,
Well, just keep at it.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Don't tell me what to do.
I won't. Okay. You do what you want.
You go find something to do that is not in this room.
Sounds good. I'm going to go help with the safe.
Yeah, good luck. I gotta go back to spinning around in the chair.
And I turn around, walk out the door, and shut the door. And under my breath, I go, "God, what a dick!" And you shut the door.
So are you guys going to continue trying to get into the safe?
I think so.
What methods are you intending to implement?
I want the bag. Norris wants the bag.
Easy enough.
So I come over and come back down the stairs.
And
Well,
I look
should
at
we do
Ash and
this?
I go, oh, you finally decide to show up.
How much of the whiskey does he drink?
How much have you had to drink?
2 shots. Like
Just the 2
pulls.
shots?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're feeling happy, or maybe not happy, but you're feeling that early
I have
buzz.
enough confidence that I'm just going to talk a lot of shit.
Alrighty then.
So
okay.
the huge.
Yeah. Nothing new.
I might be a little more aggressive than you.
So I know a little bit about computers and stuff. So I walk over and I investigate the safe a little more to see if I could try to get into it.
So just judging off of your interactions with it so far and watching Alphonse interact with it, it's kind of like your phone when you try to punch in the password too many times and it locks you out for 24 hours.
Oh, yep.
That's essentially what you're facing.
Okay.
Like you've put in too many wrong passwords and it locked itself down. That's why you're just getting that whenever you try any buttons.
Would facial recognition work, like superseding the button?
You can go ahead and give me just a general intelligence check, or you can make it an Arcana check, which is intelligence based, so probably not very good for you. But it would be great if you were the one who figured.
They're both the same, so it doesn't matter which I roll.
If you roll high, it's like a flashback to your professor days.
That's
cocked.
cocked.
Oh.
17.
17. So you get the idea that you have to put in the passcode in order for the retinal scanner to turn on.
Well, then I'll just look at Ash and I'll be like, well, I think we're going to need the passcode, the correct one, before we do anything.
So the passcode before the facial scan.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
And we know it's 8 digits because old Happy up there was putting in his little song, and it was 8 little deets.
You're not wrong.
Do you know of anything that might be
Could be his birthday. It could
8
there's
digits?
That's a big password. There's a lot of options.
Password is 8 digits.
I don't think Karbon would be that dumb, but
1, 2, 3, 4.
So
That's the combination only an idiot would have on their luggage. Hey, what's the password on my luggage? 1, 2, 3, 4.
oh, Spaceballs.
what? Can I make? Actually, I'm just going to ask Ash a question. What year was it that his family's crime family started?
Ooh, you guys can give me a history check.
I was just saying, I don't remember
Yeah,
if we
I don't
talked
remember
about
either,
this.
but your history's better than mine. I guarantee.
It's a 6.
Oh God, I actually rolled better than you.
I gotta look up what year Prohibition started. What'd you roll, Norris?
An 11.
11? You don't know much about them. You know that they've at least been around since Prohibition days. They've been around a very long time.
Do I know when Prohibition kicked off?
With that history check, no. You know it's in the 1900 somethings.
Well,
The dice are a real fucker, man.
they are.
No shit.
So, Alphonse, I would imagine you probably have a fairly long cord that you can use.
Wi-Fi.
Do you want?
Remote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm just
Is
fucking
it-
around
is
up
it-
here.
Is there anything else you want to check out
Yeah.
while you're hanging out up there?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to see what kind of pictures he has in this room.
Oh, just
General knowledge
that's
of him.
actually very interesting. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. Yes. I got a 12.
Okay. So, looking around the room, you see a lot of pictures of him on vacations. A lot of time, most of the pictures are different people. So you get the idea that he doesn't have a whole lot of a lot of people that are consistently around. But what you do see is multiple pictures of him and 2 women. Those are the only 2 people that consistently show up.
So no real family, it doesn't look like.
Give me an insight check.
Insight. Okay. That is better. 18.
So these 2 women in these photos, the way they are holding themselves, the 3 of them, and also just their physical appearance. And some of these pictures are like pre-cybernetic craziness.
Oh, okay.
Like you're seeing Karbon Kross as human, and there's a lot of familial similarities between him and these 2 women. So you get the idea that these are probably close relatives, siblings, something like that.
Does he have any dumb words posted in his office like love?
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
No. You something that with a 19 insight, something that you would notice the absence of is anything to do with his father. And you, just from your general knowledge, because the Kross family is a you know, they're a known entity. They are a very public family in spite of the business they're in. You would be familiar with his father, Vance Kross, and there is no reference to him, photos of him, anything to do with him anywhere.
Okay.
Other than that, it's just a very nicely appointed study. You find he's got like a smoking chair with a box of cigars. Like it's a pretty classy setup that he's got here.
I definitely want to try one of these cigars.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and you give it. You sit down. You sit in his very comfy chair, and it's like an overstuffed leather, very nice. Like this is some primo shit, and he's got a small humidor sitting on the table next to it, and you open it up and you get this just beautiful, rich tobacco smell just fills the room. And yeah, you partake of one of his cigars. It is smooth and just fantastic.
Does it? Question. So with Marco's cybernetic upgrade, how much of his own personality did he put in that?
Oh, in your
The one he
so that
put
is
me on loan.
that is really just an abilities enhancement.
Okay.
And he warned you that it could have certain side effects simply because power corrupts.
Okay.
And you know, typically the more cybernetically enhanced, the more software goes into your biological hardware, the more unstable people get.
Okay.
And that's in general that was kind of his warning.
I'm just chilling with the cigar then.
Okay. So you're just having a wonderful evening
Yes.
in this dead guy's house.
I mean, he was already dead.
Yeah. I'm not judging it by any means. And after a while you're sitting there, program's running, Arcos would come in and join you and just sit and enjoy a cigar and some whiskey with you, and you guys could.
He's not going to enjoy the whiskey.
Oh, there's more whiskey. He found a whole bar
That's fair.
loaded up. So yeah, and he's drinking. They're drinking whatever the scotch. That's right. It was scotch in the decanter.
Decanter?
Yeah. So they're enjoying some scotch and cigars. What are you? Anything you two want to do, or are you guys just gonna chill for the rest of the evening? And
I'm gonna look around the room, kind of look around this whole suite area.
Okay.
To get more of a knowledge base of how the floor runs.
Okay.
Where everything is at, so I
it's
get
just
asked. I know where it's at.
Sorry, quick question, DM. From the bedroom to the office, what side is the lock on?
so it is large double doors.
Can I lock it
And
from the office?
there's locks on both sides.
Oh yeah, those things are locked. Sorry, I just want to. They're locked.
So you lock.
Arcos is in there with me.
You're
and it's
locking
locked.
them out of the office. Okay. So Alphonse and Arcos are in the study, and you guys can probably smell the cigar smoke coming out around the door. Give me just an intelligence check, and that's essentially going to be, and you're taking your time with it, so do it with advantage. And that's essentially going to be how much of it you can really like memorize.
18.
18. So with an 18, you don't know exactly what office belongs to who and stuff like that, but you can easily find your way around. If somebody asks you where the bathroom is, you know where that is. You kind of go through and you're opening cabinets and like, okay, this is where the glasses are, because in your own house you would kind of look like an idiot if you were like, hey, where's the bowls?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So you go through and you get pretty familiar with this place. It would take you more time here to really get a grasp, like if you're living here for the next several weeks or however long. But you have enough of it that you can kind of sell the lie.
Okay.
Anything Norris Gloomface wants to do with his evening?
Does Norris know how long it will take for the safe to reset?
No.
Well, then I am just going to go to sleep in front of the safe and get me a little rest in.
Just kind of seeing if you hear those secondary locks retract.
Yeah.
Just sit there and wait.
Those couple of shots kind of did me in, and I'm kind of realizing that we're at a standstill to the safe, and at this moment, the safe is all I care about. So,
Okay.
I'm just going to take me a little nap right there in front of the safe.
Perfect. So you go to sleep. After the 9 hours is up, Arcos is up with you, and you guys are Medbot is still following Arcos around and like stitching up his wounds and shit like that, and spraying his healing spray on him, and Medbot's getting real annoying, but you guys are in much better condition than you were. And he stays up with you while this program is running, and after the 9 hours,
Do Arcos and I get to actually like chat and hang out?
Yeah.
Can we talk about like White Pony and what he remembers?
Oh, I gotta find this voice. I remember quite a bit of it, actually. It was real crazy. I had to learn your, like, signature, your, like, programming signature, all the weird little things that you did. I learned so much about programming just from trying to find you.
Interesting.
You know more about it than I do, but
Yeah, I mean, it was just based off of an album I really liked.
are you for real?
Yeah.
From who?
Well, I mean, don't sue us. Deftones. Yeah, the Deftones album, White Pony. It was.
You know, I chased you for as long as I did. For shit, what was that? 2 years?
Yeah.
Something like that. I never made that connection.
Well, I mean, I started listening to the album to cope with my father's passing, so.
Yeah, I get that. And you see his face get kind of, and you know enough about him that you understand why. You know, his dad was his hero, and so you bring up losing your dad, and he
Yeah.
sympathizes with you.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting, you know. Anyways.
It's a fascinating fucking program. So we tried like hell to get rid of it because we didn't want anybody having it.
You guys just made it better. You found the loopholes, and I was able to.
Yeah, that was not the goal. The goal was to get rid of it.
Well, I don't use it often.
That's
you have
good.
to understand, as a circumstance, we kind of needed this.
Oh, I'm not gonna arrest you.
Not true.
So, the fuck do I care? Just, you know, we might not want to let Dee know. You know, she still technically works for NATO. She may be like forced to, I don't know, give a statement or something if we get caught.
Do you think Rain's okay with her?
Oh yeah, Rain's fine.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah,
NATO
so-
wouldn't-
so-
no?
The only downside is if we did get caught and we got arrested, then Dee would essentially be forced to speak against us
Oh, okay.
and present evidence against us in the trial. And if that happens, they've got us by the dick, and we're all gonna die.
Does D want out?
I think we should probably leave her there for now. I think I mean, listen, bruv. She's a woman inside now. If we need to get into NATO, she's our ticket.
She's our queen.
Well, she is a queen.
I get it.
That woman is not to be fucked with.
No.
She scares me.
She's going to kill Norris.
Yeah, it's likely. I've thought about it.
He's a good guy.
He is a good guy, but
He's just misunderstood.
he's very. He doesn't think before he does shit. He just does it. I suppose.
He does.
Yeah,
We need doers in this world, though.
that's true. Anyway, thank you for coming and getting me. That was a rough couple days.
I thought you were dead.
I thought I was dead too. I have never been pistol whipped so many fucking times.
It still
And
doesn't look right with that heel bot.
Yeah, he points at his head, and you can see like 4 distinct pistols. Like there were different types of pistols used. Like multiple people pistol whipped him, and this one. It was just like my gun, except it wasn't as cool because it wasn't gold. But I was like watching it come, and I was like, "Oh, that looks like mine," and then bam, I'm out.
Wow.
It was a rough couple days.
Wow.
Really glad you guys showed up.
Do you recall the stories we told and how we actually got in here?
Honestly, I don't remember shit.
We
All I know is that I came to and I saw a flaming woman. I made my assumptions. I was right. I'm assuming that's Norris.
maybe.
I'm assuming the flaming woman is Norris. Great get up. I recognized the boas. I'm glad they're getting put to good use. But it also tells me you guys went through my shit.
Why wouldn't we? You know us better than that.
Fair enough. What else you take?
Not a whole lot. We found some illegal drugs.
Eh?
We hired's not the right word. We inspired a group of hobos to bum rush the building.
Did you use your brain thing?
Maybe.
Shifty. You're a shifty guy. Speaking of which, you guys saved his fucking head, right?
Yes.
He took my implant that kept you out of my brain.
That's not good.
He took it, had it plugged into his. I need that fucking back.
Can I? Since he gives me that piece of information, I want to try.
What are you trying?
I hold on. I need to look. So keep the conversation going, but I'm going to hit him with something. Oh, yes. Can you please give me
Bring up his
charisma
character.
saving throw?
Charisma saving throw. That is a +0. That is a 16.
Beats it, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, you got lucky.
Don't do that shit.
I'm testing the waters.
Stay out of my fucking head.
Hey,
I told you. I'll shoot you.
and listen.
I've
I
shot,
know there's
I
things-
have shot you before. I will shoot you again.
I just know there's things you know that I don't, and I'd like to know them.
What things do I know?
I'm guessing you know about my family history. And you know that's what shifted me into all this trouble to begin with.
So you see Arcos get this kind of serious look on his face. And he's... Yeah, I know a lot. To my grave. He tried. He tried like hell to find out who you were. All I gave him was the fake last name.
Okay. You are to be trusted.
And that was after he took the fucking thing out of my head. He just, after he realized he wasn't going to get it out of me, he just started beating me.
He's a bitch.
He
I
fucking-
just suggested some words and the idiot drove off.
That asshole hits hard, though.
Yeah.
That's why he wanted my implant.
He put me down a couple times.
Yeah, he hits fucking hard.
Yeah.
And he moves stupid fast.
Luckily, we shouldn't have to worry about him anymore.
That's
He's-
true.
He's dismembered.
Yeah. It's beautiful. So the program, you guys are having this conversation and sitting back, enjoying your drinks, enjoying your cigars, and you feel that as soon as your program solves the password, you feel the connection to the computer. And we'll pick it up there next time.